Welcome. Today I'm going to be showing you how I technically made a program language faster than C. The idea is actually a program language that can be interpreted into other languages based on an implementation file, which holds all info about the program structure and files containing the implementation for that function. As you can see on the right. Alright, let's take a quick example here. For now, we are using the C++ implementation. So now we can take this and compile the C++ implementation to get a standard output mapped to the C++ function. Right, as you can see now, we have gotten our C++ output based off the implementation file. Right. This is the script being interpreted into different languages, as you can see here, which is the print. There are also many other implementations such as assembly, C++, and Python. So it depends on which language you choose to use with it. Alright, let's look at the Python implementation of this. So now, once we switch the implementation source to Python, now we can interpret it again, and you can see now it brings out the Python output for it. Next, we look at the assembly implementation for this. So once we switch the source to assembly, we can now compile it again. So once we can now see the print function for assembly. This is the new function we use for printing the assembly. Alright, let's open up the assembly file, implementation file, to see now that it uses the arguments to fill in the blanks. So let's move on from that. Our compiler also supports writing the output to a file. So let's look at the example here now. We use hello.assembly. So now once you can now check in the file explorer to see that it has written the output to a file, which you can do for other languages also. Also, I would like to remind you that the name of the language is unscripted. It will be available on GitHub for any use you can think of, but there is no documentation. That's just all. Alright, let's move on to the next segment. You can also check it for Python also to see that the code is also outputted to a Python file. So that's just it for the video. Now, next we can check for C++, which also has the same. So you get the idea. It generally just outputs the past files into a new function, which can then be compiled by the respective compilers to run the code. So as you can see, it has been outputted to the C++ file. Right, thanks for watching this video. You can find the link to the GitHub in the description, and I hope you drop a like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Goodbye.